Hey guys, CarbonShadow here, and it's time for me to round up my favourite news stories from this week. Let's get started. Guys, welcome to the first episode of Carbon's Tidbits. Yes, that is the name of this series. This series will be called Carbon's Tidbits. It is a bit of a tongue twister, I have to admit, but that is the name I'm going with. In this series, I basically round up my favourite news stories from this week and tie it up in a little bundle. So, if you guys don't know what a tidbit is, I will sort of explain that for you now. The definition of a tidbit is either a delicate bit of morsel of food or a choice or pleasing bit of anything as gossip. This is according to freedictionary.com, and of course, I'm going for definition 2 here, which is a choice of pleasing bit of anything as gossip, or in this case, news. So without further ado, let's get straight to our first news story. So the first news story I've handpicked out for you guys this week is to do with Kickstarter. And if you haven't heard about this one, it exploded onto the internet. It is, of course, the Exploding Kittens card game, which made 100% of its required funding in less than an hour. It made it in 20 minutes. It made 1,000% of what it needed in less than an hour. That is absolutely ridiculous. So the premise of this game is quite simple. It is a card game, and if you pull out the Exploding Kitten, you die. Basically, that is the end of the game, because you pulled out the Exploding Kitten and you are out of the game. There are a couple of Exploding Kittens in the deck, and the aim of the game is to try and not get the Exploding Kitten. So there are diffuse cards which let you diffuse the kittens. There are cards that let you skip a turn, and they all have really ridiculously crazy names. For instance, you could feast upon a unicorn enchilada and gain its enchilada powers, and that card there lets you privately view the top 3 cards of the deck so you can see what cards are coming up. There's another card which awakens the Pterodactyl, and that will end your turn and force the next player to take 2 turns. And also there's a card which lets you rub the belly of a pigacorn, whatever the hell that is, and that lets you privately view the top 3 cards of the deck as well. So they have gone all out with creativeness in this game, and it looks fantastic. As of recording this video, it has made $3,410,737. That is ridiculous, and the thing still has 27 days to go. If you sit in front of the Kickstarter page and watch the number of backers go up and the amount of money pledged, it is ridiculous how quickly it goes up every 4 seconds. On the first day or second day of donating, I was watching this page and it was going up at a rate of almost $500 every 4 seconds. That is ridiculous, and I definitely am going to pledge towards this game because I definitely want to play Exploding Kittens. So that is the first news story of the week. If you guys want to check out Exploding Kittens on Kickstarter, the link will be in the description. Now let's move straight on to the second news story of the week. So the second story of the week I've hunted down for you guys concerns Borderlands, and if you haven't heard, Borderlands the pre-sequel and Borderlands 2 are making the jump to next gen consoles, and this is huge. I mean, if you play it on PC, then fair enough, this isn't really going to mean anything to you. But we are going to get Borderlands the pre-sequel and Borderlands 2 on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Now, this is awesome news. This is probably one of my favourite stories of the week, and it's coming in March, so it is 2 months away. What makes Borderlands the Handsome Collection even more awesome is the fact that you get Borderlands the pre-sequel, Borderlands 2, and every single piece of DLC which ever came out for Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the pre-sequel, including the 2 unannounced pieces of DLC for the season pass for Borderlands the pre-sequel in one package. That is a ridiculous amount of content coming to next gen, and I don't know how long they've been developing this for, but this is awesome. The friggin' trailer for this looks awesome. I mean, we've all played Borderlands 2, we've all played the pre-sequel, but it's obviously going to play really friggin' awesomely on next gen consoles, and I can't wait for this to release. On top of that, you can get a limited edition which is worth $500, and if you guys want to do this, you better do it quickly because there are only 5,000 units available. This thing is super limited edition, but for $500 you can get yourself, wait for it, a remote control claptrap. This thing is friggin' awesome. It's a remote control claptrap. I mean, do I need to say any more? According to a news article on Game Informer, the claptrap itself maneuvers on one wheel, and the eye can connect to a claptrap app on your iPhone or your Android phone or whatever smartphone you've got, and as you are controlling claptrap, you can see through his eye on your phone. Now, if that's not awesome, I don't know what is. So if you guys have $500 or however many Great British pounds that is lying around, go and grab that now, because this game was announced a couple of days ago and there are only 5,000 units in circulation. So in all fairness, they're probably all sold out by now, but if they're not, you better go and try and grab one of those now if you really are a dedicated fan and you want yourself a remote control claptrap, because it is the only chance you are ever going to get of owning one of those. So Borderlands The Handsome Collection has made it as the second story of the week. The third one is pretty cool and it involves Rockstar and GTA 5 for PC. So Rockstar did announce that they were going to release GTA 5 for PC January 27th of this year. Unfortunately, the week before release, they had to push the release date back to March 24th of this year. So Rockstar feel they've got an apology to make towards the fans, and I think this is a really generous gesture. So if you go to the Rockstar Warehouse website or their online store, which I will leave a link in the description, and pre-order the game at full retail price, Rockstar will throw in 1.3 million in-game dollars, and on top of that, you will get a free Rockstar game. And the choice of games in the list is as follows: Max Payne 3, LA Noire, Grand Theft Auto Episodes from Liberty City, Grand Theft Auto 4, Bully Scholarship Edition, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Manhunt, Max Payne 2, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Midnight Club 2, or Grand Theft Auto 3. So there is quite an extensive list of games you could grab for free if you go and buy the PC edition of GTA 5 off the Rockstar Warehouse online store. So that is some awesome generosity from Rockstar, and it's not very often that you see companies give away free games, or is it? Assassin's Creed Unity, cough. Anyway, moving on to the next story. Star Citizen will reach $100 million this year. Chris Roberts, the CEO of Roberts Space Industries, has also shared release dates for Star Citizen. If you don't know what Star Citizen is, it is one of the most ambitious space simulators to date. If you want to know more about this game, just go and type Star Citizen into Google or YouTube, and there is some awesome content out there for you guys to watch about it. So Chris Roberts has announced that the beta of the Star Citizen first-person shooter module will be releasing spring of this year, and alongside that, the beta of the PlanetSide product will be released as well. Then this summer, the Arena Commander product will be upgraded to version 2, complete with ships that allow for multiplayer crews. Now this sounds so awesome, and it doesn't stop there. In the fall, the first episode of Squadron 42 will be released, and by the end of 2015, backers can expect to play the alpha of the Persistent universe, leading up to an eventual 2016 commercial launch of the game. Now this is ridiculously awesome news. It seems like all the money we have backed this game with is going to good use, and it'll be awesome to play those modules when they come out. If you want to know more about the game and more about this news story, I will post the link in the description, and you can just go and Google Star Citizen, because why not? So it's time for me to round up this first episode of Carbon's Tidbits, and what better way to do it with a news story from Microsoft. As we all know, they had their Windows 10 event in Redmond this week, and Microsoft have finally offered details about their new operating system. On top of that, they have mentioned a really cool feature, which I'm really excited to see how this develops, and it is of course Xbox One streaming to the PC. Now to most people this might seem like a bit of a useless feature, like why would I want to stream my Xbox One to my PC when I have a television I can run it through? But I think the integration of Xbox with the PC is going to be a great addition, and I think it is something we can look forward to. So that has been Carbon's Tidbits episode 1 for week 3 of 2015. I'm sorry I missed week 1 and 2, guys, but what can you do? We've still got another 49 weeks to go. If you guys want to read any of the news stories I have mentioned today, all the links to the articles will be in the description below. As always, guys, I've been CarbonShadow. I hope you've enjoyed this new news series that I've started up, and come back next week for another roundup of my favourite news stories. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. If you did, give it a thumbs up and a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more weekly content and follow me on Twitter at CarbonShadowYT. As always, I've been CarbonShadow. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Have a good one.